of St. Joseph's College. I would like to thank Mr. Narayan for conducting this event and making it more and more interesting as the year passes by. Can I have he is behind the curtain? I would request the members of the tabulation committee to please present a bouquet and a token of love and appreciation to Mr. Narayan. As we part for lunch, I would request all the participants to leave the auditorium from the back gate. SJC boys will stand. So I'll hand over the mic to the announcing committee boys.
I'd like to request the team managers of the participating schools to escort the participants of the English debate to the college library. Thank you.
Participants, please note, the topic for tomorrow's Sell It to Win It competition is strings. I repeat, strings. strings. I have with me the results of the turncoat competition. Coming third.
Welcome back, everyone. Now we are about to begin the second session of Josephest Day 1. But before moving on to the events, you all will be shown a presentation by the Association of Luminaries. Now I request Chandrakirti Singh, the President of the Association of Luminaries, to come on stage.
Bridge the gap with closed mind through careful dissection of idea and solid presentation of fact. These were the words said by Maxwell. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Chandrakirti Singh, President of Association of Luminaries. I feel extremely honored to put before you a simple question. Why are presentations important in day-to-day life? As it is rightly said, the first impression is the last impression. In our day-to-day life, we present ourselves in one-to-one interactions, in groups, in interviews, or to express our ideas or views in many forms. In fact, my friends, every moment we are presenting ourselves. In today's competitive world, if you need to excel, you have to stand apart from the crowd, and effective presentation skills can only make you stand apart. To make ourselves presentable, a special initiative has been taken by the Association of Luminaries under the able guidance of our chairperson, Mr. Neeraj Darbari. This association basically works at the grassroots level to develop and enhance overall personalities of our students through inter-school presentation competitions, sex education workshop, and the upcoming event Persona 2017, which is an exclusive personality development workshop. The punchline of our association is, your inner strength is your outer foundation. So ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath as the Association of Luminaries presents a special presentation on cyber safety created by the team of Priyadarshi Singh and Ali Heather. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Priyadarshi Singh and I am here today to discuss with you all an important issue, cybersecurity. I have in my hands a device that is capable of performing stupendous tasks, and I'm sure almost all of you own a similar device. A device you cannot imagine your life without. But you are rattled with hacking threats, malware, viruses, etc. Talking of viruses, I have observed that iPhone owners believe that Apple phones do not catch viruses. This is true to some extent, because Apple is very concerned about the security and privacy of its customers, or at least so it says. But there have been reports and leaks claiming that Apple, in fact, is itself the world's largest spyware. On Android phones, Google Play Store does not have such stringency as the Apple Store, and this leads to an enormous number of fake apps. Here we have the screenshot of an application that lets you turn on your flashlight. Just check the permissions that it requires. Device history, Wi-Fi, files, location, all for simple flashlight. Too many unnecessary permissions are a clear indication that this is a malware. And in fact, some reviews point it out too. So the point that you should note here is that before downloading any app, you should validate that its permissions are in accordance with its functions, and you should read the reviews too. Here you see the screenshot of a web page that wants you to install an antivirus. Looks legit? Perhaps not to you considering the grammatical errors and the shady URL. But you won't believe me, these pages have been highly successful in installing malwares on millions of devices. Such pages are common on both phones and computers and can easily cheat gullible people. Here you need to note that you should double check the integrity of any web page that wants you to install an application on your device. Now, if you want to install a program on your computer, what do? You search for it, download the setup and run it. Simple? No. If I want to spread a malware, the best way for me would be to attach it with some popular application that people want. So it's like you want chocolates and I give you chocolates laced with poison. And the problem here is that 90% of the links you'll find on the internet are poisonous. Moving on, here we have the screenshot of an application, and you see here that it comes with browser extensions, and notice the fact that you cannot refuse to install these. Now these toolbars have access to your browser history and can spy on everything you do online. To prevent these toolbars, you should download the applications from official sources only. Now I'm going to tell you something that will really scare you. There is a kind of malware called a keylogger. If I want to log into Facebook, so I open the web page and enter my credentials. The password here is incorrect, of course, because my friend operating the presentation does not know my password, but what you should be interested in is that all the keys that he pressed were being logged in this file. Here is my username, and there is the password he entered. Now, I programmed this to store the keys in a file. I could have programmed this to send them to me. Now imagine this. If you allow me physical access to your computer, then your keystrokes could all be mine. If I own a cyber cafe, then I can install this on every computer there. So many people use cyber cafes for 100 different purposes, including banking transactions. To be safe, you should minimize the use of public computers and should share your computers with only the people you trust. Next, social media is another wonderful world. It allows you to communicate with people from all across the world, but here too you face issues like cyberbullying, stalking, hacking, scamming, etc. Most of these can be prevented by using proper privacy settings, except hacking. Now let me get this straight. On major networking platforms like Gmail and Facebook, unless your password or its recovery options are easily guessable, you are safe. Like if you're a class topper, then you cannot possibly have good marks as a password. Now, your passwords are generally stored in an encrypted format which cannot be reverse engineered to get back your password. So if a hacker hacks such a website, then he still does not know your password. But there are some websites which store your passwords as they are. So if you click on forgot password and it asks for your email or phone number to set the password to, then that website definitely stores your passwords unencrypted. And if a hacker hacks such a website, then your passwords will be known to him. Our school used to do this earlier, now it doesn't. I'm happy for that. But there are some schools present here that still do this. And this is really scary. One should not use such websites, but if you are forced to, then of course the thumb rule of creating passwords should be followed. Keep different passwords for everything. Next. Now when people are asked to create different passwords, generally stick to easy passwords. Now I have a small demonstration here. When one hacks into a somewhat secure website, one gets a list of passwords that look something like this. Everything is encrypted. But the problem with weak passwords, the reason we have password guidelines like capital letters, numbers, special characters, is that the passwords without these can easily be cracked. Here I have a list of 1 million most common passwords. And now here I have these encrypted passwords. And I just have to click start. And it will automatically crack all the passwords that belong to that top 1 million list, even if it is encrypted. Here you see all the passwords have been cracked. So the lesson learned here is that easy passwords are a big no. Here I'd like to propose, please ignore that. Here I'd like to propose a way of generating password based on algorithms. You don't have to remember your passwords, you just have to remember an algorithm, your own algorithm that generates a password every time you need it. One example, if my name is Froggy Flip and my favorite number is 3 and I like computers, maths and cats, and let's say I want to create a password for Facebook. So we take the name of the website and we choose any part of it, let's say the number of vowels. Facebook has 4, so 4 is the first part. Next, let's assign an opening bracket for even numbers and a closing one for odd numbers. Facebook has 8 letters, which is even, so an opening round bracket. Next, let's take the number of letters common in cats and Facebook, that comes out to be 2, and multiply that with my favorite number 3, and we get 6, which is the next part. Next, we take the middle letters of Facebook, which is EP, we reverse that, we get EE, and that's a final part. No, that's not the final part. And now like maths, just add a plus sign there. Next, we take the first and the last letters, capitalize them, and we get a final part. Now, adding all these parts together, we get a password for Facebook. Let's say, according to this same algorithm, we want to create a password for Instagram. Here's how we will do that. The number of words in Instagram is 3, so 3 is the first part. Then Instagram has 9 letters, which is also a closing round bracket. Then the number of letters common in Instagram and cats is 4. 4 times 3 is 12, which is the next part. Then the middle letters of Instagram is P-A-G, reverse that, we get G-A-T. That's the next part. Then a plus sign, which is a constant. And the first and the last letters, I and M, capitalized, we get that final part. Adding all these parts together, we get the password for Instagram. Now, if you look at these passwords, they follow all the security guidelines. They have capital letters, small letters, numbers, special characters, and you won't find them in any top 1 million or even 1 billion password list. So, I suggest all of you to use such an algorithm, your own algorithm, to create passwords. You'll get really strong passwords this way. Now, a final word to all the teenagers in this hall. We believe that we are quite secure on the internet. We are born with this innate ability to understand technology better than our elders do. And we believe we are quite safe with all those antivirus programs and because of our ingenuity. But trust me, we are not. Here I showed you a few ways you could be attacked. There are a million others and you don't know about them. The internet is indeed an amazing place, but you do need to be careful. Thank you for being a patient audience. This presentation was made by myself and my friend Ali Haidar under the guidance of the Association of Communities. Thank you.
Before we begin with the English debate, I will bring the chairperson for the English debate, Mr. Vinayak Tandon, is already with us. To continue, I would request Mr. Vinayak Tandon to give away the prizes for the events that have already taken place previously in the day. Sir, would you please come? Take it from the right, please come. The second prize, backed by SJC Allahabad, wonderful movie from the team from France. And the third prize, BHS Allahabad. SJC team, please stand on one side. The second event of the day was turn code. First prize to GHS Allahabad. second prize to SJC, and third prize to SMC Allahabad. The third event of the day was English Jam. First prize BHS, second SJC, and third GHS.
Now is the time for today's much awaited on-stage event, that is, the English debate. A debate is a form of public discourse. It is a formal, direct and oral contest in augmentation between two or more people on a defined proposition at a specific time. The rules for this event are, there shall be two participants from each school, one for the motion and the other against the motion. The topic for the debate will be given on the spot. The participants will have 45 minutes to 1 hour to prepare their speeches. Each participant will be given 3 minutes for the main speech. There will be a warning bell after 2.5 minutes. Then, each participant will be subjected to a 1-minute interjection. Only participants will be allowed to interject. The participants will be negatively marked for reading from a piece of paper. No electronic devices will be allowed. The participants can, however, make use of books, magazines, newspapers, and other written material that they may bring with them. No interjection will result in 10 points to the speaker, and the participant who will raise the best question will be deemed as the best interjector. The parameters for the event are as follows: matter and relevance, 10 marks; presentation, 10 marks; diction and clarity, 10 marks; rebuttal and answers, 10 marks; and language use, 10 marks. The prizes will be awarded to the best speaker for the motion, the best speaker against the motion, the best interjector, and the best team. The judges for this event are Mrs. Annie Thomas. She is an MA in English and has been the academic coordinator at the Delhi Public School since 2012. She is also the in charge of curriculum development and event management. Our second judge is Mrs. Samina Naqvi. She is an MA in English and is working earnestly towards the revival of the cultural and literary heritage of the city through her initiative Sanchar. And lastly, we have Mr. David Dean, who has served for 35 years in the corporate sector, and he is currently engaged in providing management training to staff and students of various schools and colleges. He is also an ex-Josephest. I take this opportunity to invite on stage the chairperson of this debate, the one and only Mr. Tandon, who is an ex-Josephite assistant and a renowned chartered accountant of the city. He is a seasoned debater himself. Welcome, sir.
The token of our love and appreciation, some of our teachers will now present the judges for the English debate with bouquets. Mr. Phillips would present a bouquet to Mrs. Naqvi, Mrs. Terry would present a bouquet to Mrs. Thomas, and Mrs. Sebastian would present a bouquet to Mr. David.